Connecting. It says I'm streaming. Let's verify. Am I streaming? Stream manager. It looks like I'm streaming. I'm streaming. This is like actually the first time I've ever done this. Oh, my cat. Hello. You can see my cat. That's January back there. Okay, cool. Aw, hey. Hi, Angel. I don't know if you're actually there or if I'm just seeing that you followed me, but that's really sweet. All right. Okay. If you see me do that, it's I'm clearing my throat. I don't want to do it on mic, but yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm early. I'm a few minutes early because I was kind of paranoid that this wouldn't work properly and that I would have to troubleshoot, but it looks like it's working. As you can see, I'm not moving. It looks like I'm just still, but it's because this mic is directional, and as you all know, a directional mic, you have to be right in front of it. Here we go. Ooh, I kind of like having the arm in that webcam shot. Okay, so I am successfully streaming. I don't know if anyone's here. Let's find out. I don't know how to tell, but if you are, I guess say something. Say hi to me so I know. I'm going to send a message. What if I send a message? Wouldn't that be funny? I'm just going to be like, testing, and then a heart. It wants to default to a purple heart emoji. Oh, okay, that's Blake. All right, I'm early, so if you are here, give me one moment, and I'm going to grab... What are TOS? What am I allowed to consume on stream? I should have probably read that. I'm going to be consuming liquid. If you're in my broadcast channel, you know what liquid I will be consuming because I said ahead of time. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh. I'm using a directional mic. You literally cannot hear it. At least I don't think you can. If you can, then I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. This is liquid. This is blue liquid with no label. Okay. At least it's in the left channel. Let's make this. Am I only in your left ear, Blake? Mono. Okay, well, we're getting somewhere. Mono, mono, mono. How do I make it mono? How do I make it mono? I don't know. Yeah, there's not a setting for that. Okay. I wonder if is it gonna finally give me something? No, my computer is just not working, so it's really great. All right, I love this. Troubleshooting on my first time. This is what I get for not having Ableton on my PC. It's just not. My computer has just decided to not use. There we go. Okay, word. Once. Okay. Sorry if I gave you a pop, an audio pop. That was only a little bit stressful. I think that next time, what I'm not going to do is shut the computer that is managing audio. So, okay, we're back. And I'm going to officially introduce myself. I am 𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘍𝘬. I'm the singer for the band 𝘖𝘧𝘧𝘍𝘬𝘶. I help run Banana Tapes. And I have a t-shirt with my moniker on it that I got at Dollywood. I got them to spray paint my moniker on a t-shirt at Dollywood. It's very large on me. I am wearing a choker that was made by Boo. It's a really good DJ, Makina Minion. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But yeah, we're back. Today is my birthday, and to celebrate, I wanted to give myself the present of releasing an EP. I recorded Offput in 2021, or I guess I started recording it in 2021. The concept kind of came to me late 2020, and I was toying around with it on piano, but yeah, basically, well, I'll give some backstory later, but yeah, it came to me in 2020. I recorded it 2021, and then I was like kind of overwhelmed by this piece of music. It was probably the most raw I've ever been on a recording in a way that like actually worked. A lot of times for me when I'm like raw, it comes off as just really silly, and you can definitely hear that in my first two albums, but this was just, I don't know, this one really hit, and it kind of freaked me out. It's like very weird and very different, and I was really scared to put it out, so I didn't know what to do with it. I shelved it, and I kept working on Flesh Eater stuff and started drafting other material under my own name, and then I finally mixed it. This past year, in 2024, I reopened it and was like, I have to finish this. And I did, and so it kind of lined up that I'm giving myself this birthday present of an EP, and it's not actually going to drop until next Sunday. That's just when I was able to get the show together. My birthday is like too close to 4th of July. It just is so annoying. Yeah, I don't, that's why I'm staying at home, celebrating here, because like I'm either going to go out and there's going to be nobody anywhere, or or I'm going to stay here and I'm going to talk about this EP and I'm going to have fun and I'm going to drink self-control liquid. Ooh, and I'm going to spill it on myself before I even drink any of it. This is self-control liquid. It's in a blue cup. It comes in a blue bottle as well. And there's no label. And it's in a blue cup. So yeah, what else can I say about this? I'm really happy to start this journey. Live streaming is seems really fun. I see people do it and I'm like, obviously it doesn't seem easy, but now that I've gotten everything set up, it feels kind of like I can just sit on here and talk. So I guess we'll see how it goes. As soon as anybody joins me, I guess that's when the real test will begin. We are going to listen to Offput today. I have it set up. Hopefully it works properly, but basically I've set up a listening party on Bandcamp. It is telling me now it's starting in 20 minutes. That is true. That is objectively true. It's rounding down. It's actually 21 minutes, but that's okay. Join my listening party. Okay, the listening party is actually open, so I'm going to go ahead and post the link here in Twitch. Just give me a second. Bloop. Bloop. Oh, Blake is doing it. Blake is moderating. Yeah, there's no one watching, but... Oh, there's someone watching? Oh, hello, whoever you are. Hi. I can't tell. I'm sorry. That was mean of me. Oh, yeah, I saw. I can't tell who's watching, though. If you are watching and you want to say hi, I will say hi back. But if you don't, then I will continue to pretend like I don't see you, if that's what you want. But, yeah, we are going to listen to Offput. I have it queued up here on the screen. I hope that OBS works the way I think it does. Let me just see if I need to refresh it or something. Refresh. Browser on scene comes active. I don't know what that means. It's okay. Worst cases, I know how to at least play the audio through here. We can listen to it together. If you want to do it on your own and see the tracks in order, basically what we're going to do is I have Offput is an aria, which if you don't know what an aria is, it is essentially it's a way to describe classical music. Maybe I should look up the definition because I'm really bad at defining words. It's once I know how to use a word, I can say it correctly, I can use it right, but aria meaning a song accompanied solo for a solo voice. Wait, what? Oh wow. Okay. Start over. An aria is a long accompanied song for a solo voice, typically one in an opera or oratorio. This is not a part of an opera or an oratorio. I don't know what an oratorio is, but it is a long accompanied song for a solo voice. I called it that because it is a song, but it doesn't feel like you're listening to a song. Yeah, it's an aria for voice and synth. I played the 𝘖𝘧𝘧𝘍𝑍 from Roland, and then I sang over top it. I have since learned how to do both of those at the same time. That was after I made this recording. I think the recording is honestly better than any rendition I've done of it since, but yeah, it's in 4 movements, so there are 4 distinct sections. I have actually split them up into different tracks for streaming, so any of your streaming services that you use, hopefully not Spotify, but honestly, they're all equally evil, so I'm not gonna virtue signal and be go to Apple Music. Honestly, listen to it for free on Bandcamp, please, and just hang out with me. That's much better to me than asking. I don't know. I'm not just gonna be go stream my music. Give me pennies. I don't care. I don't care about that anymore. I'm over it. Those pennies are going to the worst possible places, and it's not ever going to be enough to like make a difference to my income. So yeah. What am I saying? Yeah, I've split it up into 4 distinct movements. So what we're going to do is when the listening party starts, we will listen to the 4 individual tracks. I will be quiet. We will listen to them. I will drink my self-control liquid. And then once that's done, it's going to play again. I'm sorry, because I have it also on Bandcamp as the 4 tracks without breaks, like the whole piece. I'm going to organize that better before release day, but this is what I was able to get together for today. So we'll listen to it again, and I will talk over it that time. I'll talk to you about it. I'll tell you more background. And then I guess we'll hang out while we listen to the piano version of it, which is track 5 currently, or track 6 on Bandcamp, but track 5 on streaming is just one like 15-ish minute track of just me interpreting Offput on piano. And I'll kind of get into why I did that closer to, or like I guess when it's happening. Okay, self-control liquid time. This is the second time I've picked this up and either sloshed it onto my hand or knocked my hand against my keyboard over here. Like, my self-control has diminished, and if I put this anywhere else, I am going to spill it. So I'm just going to drink it. Cheers. Whoever you are that has joined me, thank you. Like, honestly, I don't even know how to really comprehend, like, how I could possibly communicate how much that means to me. Like, I love music. I make the weirdest music ever. And the fact that anybody sees any value in it at all is just, I don't know. Yeah, you're here. Thanks. Cheers. That's good. Self-control liquid. What kind of self-control liquid is it? It's ginjo. Ginjo self-control liquid. Tozai ginjo. These cups are so cute. I don't know if you can see. They have little flamingos on them. Yeah. Little flamingos. These were given to us by Blake's mom. Yeah, they're cute. I said in my broadcast channel I would drink an entire bottle of self-control liquid, and that definitely seems possible, but we'll see. Cool. Okay, where are we at? How do I see? You know what? This is my first time. You're bearing with me because you're very sweet. How do I see? Oh, I've got 3 people on. You're the best. You're all amazing. I love you so much. I will post this as a VOD. I'm recording it. Double checking. I am recording it. This will be on my YouTube channel. If you want to watch this again, it will be there. Amazing. Let's see where this listening party's at. I love that it's like a bouncing screen. I don't know if you've opened it on your end. It might be kind of weird having it play on your side and also on my side, but I guess we're going to find out. Yeah, it's just like the album cover bouncing around. This album cover, have you seen the album cover? I think I have it. Oh, I don't have it here. Okay, I'm going to pull it up on my screen. Oh, no, it's right here. Can I scroll on that? No. I'm just gonna do it real quick. Let's see, image. Offput cover. Image file. Give me 1 second. Bloop, bloop. Whoa. It's so big. Okay, 1 sec. going that way. It's going this way. Okay. Well, first off, I wanted to see, actually, since it is ginormous right now, I don't know if you can see the rain. Like, obviously, this is a photo of me. I don't know if that's obvious to you. It is a photo of me. And yeah, those like diagonal lines across my body, those are raindrops. And that's why it's so blurry, because it had like just started drizzling, and these perfectly spaced out raindrops tricked my camera into focusing on them for this photo. And that's why this box blur here is so intense. Put it over here just for now. Yeah, the blur is so intense because it's focused on the rain. So like if you zoom in, you can see the rain. And I spent some time with this album cover. I was like editing it. I added text. I was trying to make a logo that I put on there, and like the little security camera in the corner to like your left of my head. Like I tried adding like a higher resolution security camera there just to like add to the surrealism. But honestly, the more I messed with it, the more I was like, what is this? And I couldn't even increase the contrast or mess with the colors without it just not being right. Like, this is it. This is an iPhone photo that I cropped, and that's it. I took this myself. I was walking home from work. I had just moved to New York. Well, we had just moved to New York. I don't know if you can see Blake. I think he's behind my head. You got a little glimpse of Blake. Yeah, we had just moved to New York. I was working at a tourist attraction, and for some reason I decided that at 2 a.m, it made sense for me to take a 20-minute walk from the queue. Like, I never use the queue because it doesn't go close enough to my apartment. So like, I was like, that makes sense. That's fine. I have this ginormous bag under my right arm. I have another bag full of shoes in my left arm. It's raining, and I was just happy. Like, I don't know. I was feeling like I'm off, on a new grand adventure in New York City. And like, anyone who moves here has that idea in their head, and it's a fun thing to live in for a second. It really is. The inspiration that you get from just like tall buildings, and there's people everywhere, and like, it's all so new, but like it was hard. It was so hard at first. If anyone ever talks to you about moving to New York City and they're like, you got to get through the first year is going to be the hardest. Like, I was scoffing at that, but that is absolutely true. I cannot speak for every single individual. Obviously, there are people who do not have an easy time ever. And there are some people, I'm sure, who just move here and everything works out fine for them. But that takes money. And, I'm not going to like pretend that it like everything's terrible, but like it was hard. I mean, I was working tourism and I was walking home 20 minutes in the rain. I mean, that's not like, that is a hard thing to do. But I was happy, and I had a lot of attitude that day, and I was seeing new things. So I was walking home in the rain, and I was taking pictures with the trash. It was trash day, so the trash on the sidewalk was just piled up. Take the photo off the screen? Move it off my face? Is that better? What if I just... Oh, I think I tightened this. Hold on. I can move the camera just a little bit. There we go. Thank you, Blake. So, okay, the trash. There were areas where the trash was piled as high as I was, and so I was taking selfies with the trash. I was in my trash bag raincoat, and I stopped to take pictures in front of these lights because they were just so intense. And that's it. That's the album cover. I saw it, and I was like, this is an album cover, and I think I know what it's going to be for. And lo and behold, I even showed this to my friend Frau, and I was like, I keep messing with this and I can't get it to change. The second I showed it to her, she was like, "That's it. That's the album cover," and she was right. It is. Um, yeah, I'm really proud of it. I really captured a moment, and that's really what Offput is. It's a moment. Um, because even if I never feel that frustrated in that way again, that moment is captured. Yeah, I can talk more about that too when I drink more self-control liquid. We have a few minutes. Blake is back here working on tapes. We are making tapes for Offput. They're going to be black or gold. We have a lot of tapes, like a lot of blanks from past runs. It's not privileged information. We like to use what we have, and you know, it's not that I wouldn't want to pick out like a specific tape color for this, but like I really like the idea of just using what we have, clearing out some space and repurposing something for good. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this album cover. We've talked about it quite a bit. Yeah, we're thinking black. Like, so the tape colors that Blake was able to find are black or gold. And gold, I feel like this album cover is, I mean, it's really black and white, but it's very warm. All of the undertones here are very warm. So I think gold makes a lot of sense because it's a warm gold. So black or gold makes a lot of sense to me. If you are in Brooklyn and or New York City in general or the surrounding area and you want to come, there's an Offput release show on the 13th. Offput is going to hit streaming at 6 p.m. and then that's like when I'm going to be loading in. The show is at Purgatory in Brooklyn. Just say that again. Oh, Blake is going to post the link for you so you can see the ticket link. But yeah, we're going to have the show. The doors are going to be at 8. So maybe I'll be loading in at 7. I forgot, whatever. I don't have the schedule in front of me. But yeah, so if you're here on the 13th or if you're in the surrounding area and you want to come, please do. You can hit me up on Instagram. I mean, I don't know if this will last forever, but okay, there's the link. You know, I'm going to do my best for the rest of my life to make every show Notafloff. I've put that in writing before. Like, I want everyone to have access to music, and if you can buy a ticket, please do. If you can pay cash at the venue, please do. And if not, then please send me a message because it's really easy for me to make that work in most cases. If it's not, I'll be upfront about that. So, okay, we have 3 minutes. Ooh, we have 3 minutes. I'm excited. It's saying 2 minutes here. I guess my computer's behind. I think it's rounding down. Oh, self-control liquid, self-control liquid, self-control liquid. Blake, do you need more self-control liquid? I have enough self-control. I've barely been drinking my self-control liquid. Okay, Blake doesn't really drink self-control liquid. 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes and I will shut up. Or there's going to be audio issues. And if there are, look, all I'm saying, please open that link, the Bandcamp listening party link that's in the chat. Please open it. Have it in a new tab. Just have it ready, please, because this is my first time streaming live. Like, if there is an issue, it might take me a second to fix it. And I would hope that you could just mute me and listen to it. I'm not going to talk for the first 4 tracks. That'll give me time to like fix any issues and be ready to talk during the 5th track, which is just the first 4 tracks without breaks. Then I'll give you more background, and I might accidentally spill too much tea. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Oh, there's 1 minute. I just want to be quiet and wait. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Edit event. I'm here. Welcome. The music will start in under a minute. It's starting in under a minute. I'm actually nervous. Like I have butterflies, and I keep talking until it starts because I don't know what else to do. Then I'm gonna hear my own voice and I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna hear my own voice singing and I will stop. I can see it counting down. Okay, 30 seconds. Oh my god. What? Unpin after? Oh, you wanna know? So you wanna know? Hello? Hey, here I am. Okay. Oh, am I clipping? Like, how does it sound? How does it sound? I'm clipping a little bit. Wow. A little bit is okay, I guess. Is this like turning it down? Because it's not turning it down for me. Did that turn it down? What, the audio from the listening party? I am above the listening party. Okay, that's all I needed to hear. Thank you, Blake. Blake is my stream assistant because this is my first time doing this. I'm trying to position this on my head so that it's not super loud because I haven't figured out how to monitor in OBS very well. Okay. Wow. I've had a lot of self-control liquid. Oh, okay. I'm going to turn down my mic a little bit. And I'm going to keep talking. Is this better? Is this better? Is this better? Yeah? Is this okay? Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, everybody clap for Blake. Everybody say thank you to Blake. If you want to say that in the chat, I'm supposed to drive engagement. I'm kidding. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to talk over it now. So, Offput. Wow. Okay. As I said earlier, I started conceptualizing this in 2020 on piano. And then this recording that you're hearing right now was recorded mostly in 2021. Essentially what I did, it took me a few days, but I had a patch on my 𝘖𝘧𝘧𝘍 synthesizer. That's this one here. It's patch U83. Not that that matters to you because it's a user patch. I will release, as soon as I figure out, or as soon as I have time, honestly, I'll release like a full score with a patch sheet so you can like recreate this if you have one of these. But yeah, I had this synth that I really liked the way it sounded, and I knew I wanted to play on it. I think I made the patch in 2020, but in 2021, I took like 3 takes. I think I took 3 takes. Oh my god, this is so distracting. Okay, is this funny looking? I hope it's funny looking. Yeah, well then there's going to be nothing to... Look, I'll just put the album cover here. How about that? We'll take away the Chrome window and we'll replace it with this. Okay, this is what we're celebrating today. So, I tried a few times just jamming, and the last time I did it, I was jamming and I got it to a place where I really liked it, and then I'm just gonna take this off. It's so distracting. I literally cannot focus with this. I got it to a place where I liked it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit record. And so then I started playing and I was like, well, this is it. Like, this is done. I already missed the moment. So I reset the patch. So that's track 1. That's movement 1 was the end of where I had gotten it and felt good about it, and then just was literally playing with cutoff and emphasis, being like, okay, well, that's not really doing anything. I was wrong. It was doing something. It sounds great. So when I reset the patch, that was its own like musical moment to me. And what we just heard was track 2, the second movement, which is like the bass patch, essentially. If I just hold a key, it's like, and that's where like I Don't Think You're Ready comes in. Are You Ready? What we're hearing now is Put Me On. So this refrain, Put Me On, that's where I started. That's what I was going to originally call this, was Put Me On. I think that's like a really weird title. It doesn't really communicate what I was trying to say, but like you put on a record, right? You put on a song, and I was feeling unappreciated. I think I put this on the copy even on the listening party. Like, I was feeling unappreciated, and at like multiple angles. So Put Me on its nose is like, play my music. Just please play the music. Like, you say you support me. You say you like me. Play my music. Put me on. But when you're feeling unappreciated, like, I don't know. I'm not going to speak for you or anyone watching, but like, I think this is a pretty universally relatable experience. Like, when you're feeling unappreciated, it starts to feel like you're being unappreciated at all angles. And at that time in my life, I kind of was. There were a lot of legitimate reasons for me to feel this way, and I did. So, Put Me On. That's where this started, and that's where we are now. Put Me On, You Won't, with the nodding emoji, which, honestly, when I saw this nodding emoji come out recently, I was like, it's so indignant. Like, yes, it's just nodding, but it's like, you won't. I get it. It's fine. You know, it's like when you're talking to your boss about something, and you're like, I need this, and they're like giving you indirect language to tell you no, and you're just like, okay, whatever, I get it. You don't care. This nodding emoji is so perfect, and I really, really wanted it to be in the song title for all of streaming services and everything, but streaming services don't accept Unicode, and it's a whole thing. You can find songs that have emojis in their title, but it turns out there are emojis in a different coding language, which is the one that streaming services accept. So, okay, I kind of want to talk about mixing now, actually, that we're here, because Put Me On is definitely the most challenging track, and it's because of that 1K range. Like, I don't know if anyone knows about, I don't know if Angel's watching. I know she's followed me, but she probably is gonna be like, yeah, I know. But like, essentially, like, the human ear hears a certain range of frequencies, and some of those frequencies sound louder to us than others. So like, if you're listening to a really low frequency like 20 hertz, it might sound really quiet to you, but you might feel it in your body more than you actually hear it. Whereas like 1K sounds extremely loud. This mix is a really good example because all of the sub frequencies, the really low frequencies, are actually louder than this shrieking frequency that you're hearing in this song. That one. But it sounds super loud because it's very piercing and it cuts right through. So what I did is I actually notched, which if you've ever worked with an EQ, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, basically I turned down that one frequency, and then I also turned down 2 of its harmonics. So I have 3 notches, essentially just turning that down by like 3 dB. They follow the frequency because it changes a little bit. I had to automate each one of those. But originally I was just going to keep it and be like, no, you stick it out. You listen to these shrieking sounds. But then I realized that even mixing it, I was getting tired listening to it, and I think the point is getting itself across. Like, you might not like what you hear when you put me on, right? Like, the reason you won't put me on is because I'm saying things that you're uncomfortable with. I'm doing music in a way that doesn't feel good to you. And it's not that the music is bad. Sometimes it is. I'm not amazing at music. But sometimes we have to say something and it doesn't feel good to hear. And really, that's what this is all about. Please just listen anyway. That's what this is saying. Like, I have things to say that matter. It's like, it's self-care in that way. It's like affirmations. It's like, I know this is valid. I know what I have to say is worth listening to, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. But what I will do is notch 1K and 2 of its harmonics so that it doesn't make it impossible for you to finish the piece. Because we just passed a point where it, like, there was a moment just before the this section here where it kind of starts to wobble a little bit, where it actually does get just a little bit too loud, but it only lasts for like a second. And then we're here. Turn the track up a little bit more. How's that? It's okay. Yeah. So this part was really cool to me. This one poses a challenge live because this part's actually quieter than the rest of the piece. It's like, it kind of like pumps the most, like it has the most like dancey kind of rhythm to it. It's very two-step, very like, you know, but it's actually quieter than everything else. So when I perform it live, I need to figure that out. But yeah, this is where we're just having fun. I really like this part. It's very like concluding statement. Like we have a 3-paragraph essay and then like a concluding statement. I don't think you're ready to hear what I'll say. I really love this. It took me a while to accept it. I recorded it. Like I said, I put it on the shelf because I was thinking, like, if I put this out, people are gonna think I'm crazy. And it's okay if people think I'm crazy. It's okay to be crazy. Like, I'm not trying to like disparage that, but it doesn't feel good to think that. Yeah, I almost like picked this one for like playlist submissions, and then I was like, no, it's not like actually dancey enough. I'm just gonna start with like the first track, but I just want to hear this part again. Yeah, I actually sped up the LFO just a little bit to line up with the delay there. Give it more of like a tight feel right there at the end. Yeah, there's also a lot of really fun, like, subtle mixing touches in the vocal that I'm not going to be able to recreate live, but I was really happy with the reverbs and stuff that I did. Okay. I think I'm going to put this back on so I can hear myself. So the piano. This is the last track. It's the piano. It's a stark tonal shift. It's very much mixed in a way that I wanted it to sound very lo-fi, very like it was coming straight off of a tape player. There's a lot of tape like saturation on it, and when Blake mastered it, I asked him to lean into that and really make it contrast with Offput, which is very clean and crisp. But I actually recorded this on, if you look in the webcam, this camera here, I recorded it on this piano, and I kind of screwed up. It's too hot, and it clips, but that actually allowed me to play with the phase in a way that kind of makes it sound like an out-of-tune piano, especially when I go up to the higher keys. If you've ever played a piano that's slightly out of tune, this is like my closest digital recreation of that sound. And the reason I did this, I say put me on the piano, right? Like, the piano. That was the original concept for this song, or for this piece of music. It was going to just be me on piano, essentially just saying all the stuff I say in Offput, and it was going to be a solo piano and vocal piece. The reason it didn't wind up like that is merely a matter of circumstance. I just was having fun playing on the synthesizer. I was channeling my emotions through the synthesizer, and it just made sense to do it that way. So this piano recreation is like me remembering how it goes and also channeling those feelings. And this was just the past that worked. But I remember, I don't know if anyone knows who Sundays is. You should, if you don't. Sundays, like the ice cream, Sundaes. Find them on Bandcamp. If you just Google Sundays Bandcamp, you'll find them. Say that again. You'll find him, but he was running a studio in Nashville for a while that we recorded a bunch of Flesh Eater stuff at, and I was there like all the time. He had this piano from the 1920s that was just like, sounded gorgeous. It was a baby grand. And the first time I tried to play this was there. I had like a few friends, some really problematic person in my life was there and was kind of the inspiration for the frustration I was feeling. And in that moment that I was playing the piano, I was like, I don't know how to play piano the way that people like to hear piano. Like if you go to a jazz club or like a dueling pianos bar, anything like that, like you hear somebody just like do 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 do. Like I don't know how to do that on piano. I took piano lessons for 10 years. Like that's just not how I play. I do this. If you say go play piano, like I can do pretty stuff, but to me this is pretty. You see what I mean? So that's where this started. It was like people say they want to hear me, they say they want me to perform, but then when I get up I do this and they're like, ugh, what are you doing? It sort of like mirrors my experience with gender identity. Like I grew up, I mean, when people meet me, like we have a good time. I'm generally good at talking to people unless I have like social anxiety, but like my personality really sells me more than like what I do. And at the beginning of my life, like through my teen years, I didn't really understand that. It felt like if I did one thing wrong, if I really showed who I was, then you wouldn't, it's like when people meet me, they have an idea of who I am. And often they project that onto me. And in my 20s, like my late 20s, now I'm 30, I've really been able to kind of conquer that and really take back the perception of my identity, that like Clippy, you see me the way I want to see me. Like I have kind of achieved that in my late 20s. Partially because I understand gender performance better and I know how to do makeup better. Like I'm wearing makeup right now. Oh, I feel like I'm getting off topic. That's what this is. This is me just being myself. This piece of music is a reflection of who I am. So that's why I was scared to put it out. Where are we? I kind of want to actually listen to the piano for a second. Oh, we have 10. We have 9 more minutes of this. I'm going to point it out when it starts to really sound like out of tune, even though it's a digital piano. Like, who here would just put this on? Like, is this easy listening? Tell me, chat. Is this easy listening? Oh, thank you. It is my birthday. Oh my goodness. I think I know who this is. If it's who I think it is. Do you think this is easy listening? I'm going to turn it up for you. That should be enough to answer the question. Well, yes. In case you weren't aware, we are drinking self-control liquid. This is unbranded self-control liquid. Birthday liquid, if you will. Blake, do you need more birthday liquid? Huh? You want some more birthday liquid? Take it. Happy birthday. Cheers. Like, we just listened, like, if you listen to these, like, back to back, like the main EP, right? Like the first 4 tracks, and then this. There really are a lot of parallels, because I had it kind of memorized at this point. I'd been mixing it for a while. And let me tell you, mixing just one instrument and just one voice is a chore. Like, it's not easy. Like, it sounded okay. I will admit on stream that I did actually, like, I wanted it to be stream of consciousness. Oh, this is distracting. Okay, sorry. I'll get to that in a second. Part of the reason it sounds like I'm just banging on the piano is because the way that I composed this on the synthesizer rhythmically was not by using the sequencer, which would create like arpeggios or like rhythmic structures. I was only adjusting the LFO. So I like the way that I played this piece of music was by putting my hands in certain positions and treating my elbow and forearm muscle as an LFO. So it's like symbolic. The way I'm playing it is like is me mimicking the synthesizer. There are a few exceptions. I do play arpeggios at a certain point because I wanted to mimic the attack on the. At a certain point, I adjust the attack on here, and it starts doing that like boop, 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 and I wanted to emulate that. But yeah, that's why it sounds like banging, because, well, it is. But when I bang on the keyboard, I have over an octave to smash the keys with, because my hands are ginormous, so can't, you gotta love what you got, you know? Got big old hands, you're gonna play big old keys. Look at this. Can you see this? So I'm playing a C with my right thumb. I'm playing an F with my right pinky. And I do have songs I've written where I really like exploit that ability of mine. Okay, it's about to start to sound detuned. This is where it gets to like the mixing part where I was talking about. Yeah. Here onward with the upper arpeggio. Huh? Turn it up? I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to turn it up for you so you can hear what I'm talking about. Do you hear that? Like, if you've ever played an out-of-tune piano, you know what I mean. And that's just me playing with overdrive and phase. It really wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Oh no, I'm out of self-control liquid. What am I going to do? I feel like I was about to make a point earlier, and I forgot what it was. If anyone in the chat remembers when I said put a pin in that, Please remind me what I was talking about. It's like meditative, right? It's not a one-to-one recreation. Obviously, playing a piano is a little bit different than playing a synthesizer. So I was trying to remain true to the medium, if you will. I feel like it pays off, though. That's the thing. It's like, it's a challenging listen, but like, doesn't it just hit you like right here? Few people know this. Little amounts of people, few people know this, but water people, water is also self-control liquid. Actually, water is more self-control liquid than what this was. It's out of sight, that's good. I do have more self-control liquid. You know what? Give me a second. I'm going to be right back. You finish listening to the piano. Oh, Blake's going to do it for me. I'm going to stay on camera. Self-control liquid. This one was brewed in Brooklyn. Inspired by tradition, brewed in This is why this is why we drink self-control liquid. You know, this is like unrelated, but you know when people in animes like just drink sake like it's water? I feel like I could do that. Is that satisfying for all you ASMR people? And then there's no like obligatory like button on it because like screw you. I don't know if you noticed this. We did listen to the main EP twice, but at the very end there's like a burn. Actually, I can play it. Hold on. You wrong one. It's really hot. Turn it down. Oh. Well, I guess I would have to reset the patch to like where it is at the end, but like here, actually. There's a moment where I just switch all the oscillators to low. Yeah. At the very end, I just go like I wanted it to sound like you just like unplugged your headphones from the system. just like a final like middle finger, you know, like put me on, you won't. I don't know what TOS is, so I like don't want to actually do it. Like read between the lines. No, I love all of you. I wouldn't make you read between the lines. All right, I'm going to turn my headphones back up so I can hear myself better. Ooh, I sound like I've been drinking self-control liquid. Oh, this is good. It's sweet. Liquid. Yeah. Blake wants some. Do you have an empty glass? Yeah, for anyone who can see this bottle, you can't. You won't. Okay. So I do have more to share. If I ever remember what it was that I was gonna say, then I will. But for now, I want to just show you something. If you're in my broadcast channel, you've seen this already. Sorry. My broadcast channel is on Instagram. If you like having Instagram notifications, I know we all love having Instagram notifications. So if you like having Instagram notifications, I'm 𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘬𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝑎𝑟. Honestly, that's probably why you're here. But if you're seeing this like after the live stream and I posted it, then like join my broadcast channel, because honestly, if you're still in the trenches with me on social media, then you can have anything that I have to give away. Like, you can have it. I'm giving everything away in the broadcast channel. I'm done gatekeeping. When can people listen to the full release is what Blake is asking me. And yeah, okay, let's recap. So we just listened to Offput. It is the new EP that I'm putting out on July 13th. It's going to come out at 6 p.m. And then you're going to get to the Offput release show at Purgatory at 8 p.m. So you have 2 hours to listen to it on the train there, on the car ride from Connecticut or DC or wherever you're coming from. And yeah, there's a pre-save link. Actually, if you go to the listening party link that's pinned here in the chat, you can pre-order it. But honestly, you can just stream it for free on Bandcamp forever. You can stream it for free whenever, starting now. If you join my broadcast channel, there's a secret link. I'm going to double check that it's actually still working, because I released the pre-order today and I'm not confident that it works the same way now. So I'm going to double check that link after, probably tomorrow, and just update everybody if it's still working properly. But yeah, you can listen to it without me talking over it. You can put it on for your friends. You can put it on at the end of the shift when you want customers to leave. You can listen to it on a 4 a.m. bike ride home and write a letter afterward. That is a report that I got from someone that I shared the master with. I shared it with one of my coworkers. We had stayed at work till like 4. It was at least 4 in the morning. The sun was like coming up and we're going home, and she like listened to it in her headphones. Oh, it's trying to unpin the link. Oh, you pinned it again? Okay, thank you. Okay, there's a new link pinned. So Blake is my moderator, and he's really helping a lot, actually. So, hey, what's lingo for, like, give someone praise? Yeah. Whatever. Cheers for Blake in the chat, if you're in the chat. I want to give Blake accolades. Twos in the chat for Blake. I don't even know where that comes from. It's from 𝘖𝘧𝘧𝘱𝘶. +2s in the chat for Blake. We do love 𝘖𝘧𝘧𝘱𝘶 here. Yeah, so my coworker like biked home listening to Offput at 4 a.m. and like was like, yeah, I wrote an email. I wrote like a letter long email right after I listened to that. Oh yeah, thank you for following me. Like, thank you for even being here, honestly. Thank you, Tonky Kong. Thank you, T-Boys 2222. Thank you, Fire Tools. Yeah, y'all are the goats. Blake is asking where people can follow me. These are good prompts, but I do think all of you actually are here from Instagram. Find me on Instagram, 𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘧𝑟, I'm on YouTube. This will get posted on YouTube. Also, just 𝘧𝑉𝑙𝑟. I have them. I have the monopoly on this name. If you just type in your search bar, your search engine, 𝘧𝑉𝑙𝑟, CWIL space AR. Literally, if you just type that in, I'm the only thing that comes up. So I tried to make it easy for you. I picked a name that doesn't make any sense, that you can't say, and that is working to my benefit. So, okay. I do have something I want to show you. It's going to require a change of lighting. Whee! The sun is moving around Brooklyn. Okay. So, originally when I was talking about having a release show, right? Like, I was thinking, I'm going to perform, I'm not going to perform Offput. I'm just going to perform other stuff. And then I thought, that doesn't make sense. It's an Offput release show. I should probably perform Offput. How do I perform Offput? I improvise, right? I improvise on the synthesizer, and I just say, put me on over and over and over again. Put me on, put me on, put me on. Like, I know the melody. It's fine. And then I opened up the patch, and I was like, how did I make that sound again? That's the nature of experimental music, everybody. Did you know that experimental music is not just I made a bad music and I called it experimental? No. It means I made a music that was unexpected. I did not expect it to come out the way that it did. There was an aleatoric element to it. There was an element left up to chance. The chance in this instance being like whatever I want. Well, what did I want? It's a whim of fancy. So like that's the element of chance there. It comes out like however it came out. I'm singing over it. Okay, how do I sing over it? Well, I'm just going to sing over it 3 times. That was the pin. Here we are. We're back at the pin. All right. I recorded the vocal 3 times originally. So any of the background vocals that you hear in the recording are just the previous 2 takes. They were kind of bad because I was figuring it out, but the parts that were good were left in and put in strategically to fill a little bit of space, add a little bit of interest, and it also serves as proof that I can't just pull it, out of thin air. It has to really happen intentionally. So now what I've done is I've gone through Offput, the main part, not the piano part, and I have determined which settings on this synthesizer I changed to make the sound that you're hearing. That way, even if I don't do it perfectly, exactly how it is in the recording, like I know generally which knobs I need to turn and where I need to turn them in order to make that sound. Because like here, like if I put the decay of envelope 1 at 50, that's going to sound drastically different than if I put it at 48. Like, it really does take, like, minute changes to make huge sound. Wow. It takes minute adjustments to make huge sonic changes. So what I've done is I've written it down. So I'm going to look at my screen here. But for the first track, so you wanna know. Like, these are the settings that I'm gonna have already changed from the bass patch, from the source patch, before I start. So you wanna know. Flip on the LFO. And then, like, I don't really love that it gets quieter in that one moment. Like, I don't want to redo that live, but, like, then I know to play with the cutoff and the emphasis so that it makes that sound. I know to turn down the contour all the way. And the way that I've organized this, oh, you can't see it very well? Thank you, Blake. Really comes together on the last page because this is my first draft. I am going to scan, hey. I am going to scan the final draft once I, like, get it looking cleaner. Essentially on this side, we have arbitrary actions. So like hold A flat, turn the LFO rate up and down, toggle A flat. That action is linked. Whoa, this is really difficult. That action is linked with turning the emphasis, the LFO rate up to what? From nothing to 6.9. And we're toggling that. Like, it's like going back and forth between, not happening at all to 6.9. Over here, I know that while I have A flat released, I turn down the keyboard switch, which unlinks the keyboard from the oscillator, I think. And then I'm turning the decay of envelope 1 to 275. It's an estimate, but I know what I'm listening for. So this is how I've organized it, right? Arbitrary actions, play with the envelope, turn the envelope all the way down, kind of slowly turn it all the way up, versus like envelope 1 needs to be at -3 in time for me to play with it, and then toggle this. And the way that I know what all these symbols mean is that I have a key that I've devised for this piece. I came up with this, just for Offput. That's what those symbols mean. That circular arrow, I mean, these are circles because these are potentiometers. These are knobs, so they're circular, so I'm turning them in a circular direction. I'll let you have a good look at that. Again, I'm going to scan this. I'm going to write it out a little bit better, and then I'll scan it. But some of these things really are just for me. Like earlier I was describing like the 3 harmonics that are very integral to that piercing high-pitched sound. In the EQ, they look like this. So that's 3. I'm going to get a new piece of paper. I feel like I'm doing like a tutorial. I didn't really plan to do that. I mean, this is actually the only other thing that I plan to do. So after this, I'll probably be done, unless y'all want to ask me things. But like, my D&D spells on stream. Can you see this? Kind of. I didn't really prepare for this. So like, those 3 notches, right, are these little mountain peaks. Those are the 3 harmonics. And then I know that they need to like go up 1. So that's what that symbol means to me, is we're turning it up. I remember mixing it. I remember those notches. And I know that when I see this, that's a reminder that I'm doing that moment. Similarly, at the very end, this was kind of a little mixing trick, but like I said, it's actually 1.2K, but that 1K frequency that's extremely piercing, I notched it down. I turned that one frequency down in the mix so that it wouldn't be so piercing. But at the very end, and this happens when you turn the LFO up just the right way, right at the end of this piece, it sounds like someone just hits A 1 octave up. It's like, and it's so satisfying. But I lost it because I notched 1.2K. So what I did is just for that one beat, I turned off that filter and turned on a different filter that actually turned it up by the same amount. So at the end, when I'm performing it live, just to emphasize that and make it more audible, because it's not going to really be mixed the same way live, that's my symbol for like, you're going to tap A an octave up. That's what the 2 means to me. And it's going to mimic that moment in the mix where you switched the notch from being down to being up. So I notated Offput. I only played 3 notes in Offput. A flat, and G flat. And I recently, when I sang to it, I was just listening. Like I had a melody in mind, and I was just listening and trying to stay in key with the melody. Trying to keep the melody in key with the frequencies I was hearing from the synth. This lighting is kind of better, right? Like it's kind of dramatic. I love. It's like one side is like great, and then the other side is scary. Yeah, one side is great, the other side is scary. I have like beauty, like a beauty.
Put them side by side.
Korean skincare, and then I have like. Gonna see a side by side. This is gonna screw up my whole thing when I do this. This is like Silent Hill 2. we've got like Silent Hill camera. We have a Silent Hill camera, and we have. Wait, can I make myself kiss? No, I can't. I'm facing the same way. Whoa, that's trippy. This is what self-control liquid does to you kids.
You want to talk about what kind of web camera you're using?
I don't know what kind of web camera I'm using. I think it's it says Xbox 360 on it. That's why it's very Silent Hill too. Actually, when I make this bigger, the iPhone camera, the one on your right, I suddenly look more 30 than I did before. So we're going to look a little bit less 30. We can look like Silent Hill 2, though. That's fine. We can definitely look like Silent Hill 2, but yeah, there's no decreasing those fine lines under the eyes, folks. No amount of retinol is going to do that for you. Sorry to break it to you. Your eyeballs sink into your head as you get older. Wow. That's about all I had planned. I'm curious, like, I don't know how many people are still here. I've got 3 people still here. Y'all have been here, I think, since the beginning. If not, then I don't know. I don't know who's here. But do you have questions? Like, I am curious if anybody had any questions about, like, Offput or just, me or this situation. What are we doing here? What's my plan?
You view Twitch chat?
I can. How are you so attractive? Well, it's a mixture of things. My mom is very beautiful, and I took a lot of my looks from her. And I started doing skincare at 29, or 28, actually. So I don't think I'll ever get rid of that. But I'm a singer, so I'm going to have a big ol' by the time I'm 50, and it's going to make a really beautiful sound when I do. I'm really looking forward to that.
You want to pick D&D spells?
I do want to pick D&D spells.
You want to patch me in on a mic? I can hop on stream.
You want to do that on stream?
I mean, we might as well.
We might as well. We're here.
Anyone in chat want to weigh in?
We don't have a camera for you. Do you want to take my Silent Hill 2 mic or camera?
You're running the mixer, right?
No, sorry. Do you want my Silent Hill 2 camera
No,
so that
okay, just,
people can see you?
nah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll be a voice. Just make sure you introduce me. So we have some viewers.
Well, this is my birthday stream to the person that just arrived. I have finished my agenda, and Blake thinks it's going to be fun to pick our D&D spells. So I think that sounds fun too. It might make me a little bit less talkative. So if that becomes boring, I will probably turn off. But oh, there are more people. Okay.
We can do it. There's plenty to talk about.
Yeah. Okay.
Your character?
Unless somebody has a question about Offput,
And again, you can view that top link in the chat.
which you can view via the top link in the chat. You can pre-order it. You can listen to it for free. You can join my broadcast channel, and I will give it to you for free. If you come to my show, you will receive a copy of it on tape for free. We're going to have, I think we decided on 20.
Yeah, I think 20, just about.
Yeah, we're going to have 20 cassette copies of Offput at the show to give away.
Alright, I can't hear myself, so tell me, I'm going to bring myself in.
Do you want to plug headphones into the mixer?
No, that's okay. Just tell me when I'm good. Check. Hey,
I cannot hear you.
hey,
Nothing. I got nothing.
Hey.
Nothing. Are you muted?
Hey. What? No, I don't think so.
I don't hear anything.
Check. 1, 2.
Yeah, I'm hearing nothing. Blake is trying to join me. I think we're gonna pick some D&D spells. So if you want to ask me questions about Offput, we will do that instead. But I am going to drink more self-control liquid because it's really good. For my own sake,
Nice.
I'm not going to say exactly what self-control liquid is, but
It's an all ages stream.
this is an all ages stream. Actually, I feel like I have some family members here.
Hey. What?
And if I do, I love you. But I do love everybody here because this has been amazing. I
Is this mic broken?
actually play it. Is that a garage band mic? No.
No, it's the shirt.
I thought it was the rock
Coming
band
in,
mic.
right? No? Nothing?
Anyway,
Keep talking.
yeah, if you're here, I love you. Playing Offput, this EP, playing it like and knowing that people are listening to it, like I think is maybe one of the most harrowing experiences. Like I remember checking this mix in the speakers at the venue that I work at. After the show was over, I'm like, okay, this is a really good sound system. I want to hear, what it sounds like, just to make sure that those frequencies aren't too piercing or, the subs are really cutting through. And nothing. And my friend was there who was running sound, and the person who was, working downstairs at the door. And I just remember like being running around, like running from the mixer to like the center of the house so that I could get a good reference. And I just kept myself moving because I couldn't stand still. I was gonna freak out if I thought about the fact that somebody was actually listening to it. And it's about to come out. There are people who are in my broadcast channel who have told me they listened to it. I've shared it with friends who have listened to it. I can disconnect from that, right? Like I can be like, oh, you listened to it. Like I was not aware of that. But playing that on stream just now, I was like legitimately freaking out. Like in my heart. Hey, there you are.
So, I'm hot.
Yeah, you're hot.
I'm way hot.
Yeah, you're hot.
Check. Hey.
So I really
Hey.
appreciate everybody who's here. Like it really messed me up. It really messed me up. It really made me feel like I'd been drinking self-control liquid.
Self-control liquid stream.
I'm not gonna copy. This is. I'm trying to be original here.
Self-control liquid stream.
No. Natalie is not here. Wow. And I have a first-time chat here. Isn't that cute? Like, I need to know who this is. I'm not gonna ever know who this is, but
Can
I
I
love
burp in
you.
the mic?
TC Boyce. You're the best. Whoa, I just opened a freaking portal